I've driven a bunch of fellas down to this prison. Usually it's about now I get the, I didn't do it.
Every time?
Every time. People up and go mad when they believe their life is over.
In the road!
This other time...
Whoa, take it easy. Just want to help.
You can't.
Think this through.
He's bitten! We gotta throw him out!
I'm gonna kill him, Cat! You wanna get violent, you old fuck? Well, come on!
Hi, I'm Mike.
I'm Kat.
I'm Jay. And today we're reviewing The Walking Dead Episode 1,
A
the
new
video.
day. Oh,
What?
Sorry.
The video game.
Get it right.
Don't be sorry.
So the first episode is called A New Day, and you are this new character, Lee. This game was most enjoyable. It looks a lot like the comic book. It's based off the comic books.
Not the TV show.
Not the TV show.
It's the comic book.
books.
The graphic novel.
In the same world, but it follows different characters. However, there are cameos of some of the characters from it. And it is
Don't give it away, you silly
It's
puss.
an action-adventure role-playing game. Remember those books? You flip through them and then you choose, if you want to do this, go to page 55.
That was
It's
when you were
that.
like 2.5.
It's
8.
called Choose Your Own Adventure.
Choose your adventure. You have to decide what to say, or you can remain silent, and you have a certain amount of time, and depending what you do, it changes everything.
I called it the evolution of point-and-click games.
Point-and-click adventure games is what got me into gaming with LucasArts. Games like Full Throttle, Grim Fandango,
Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry, well, maybe. The Digs. No surprise to me that the Telltale games, some employees are former LucasArts employees, and you can totally see it here because it has that style to it. People have been saying for years that adventure games are dead. This shows that adventure gaming, there's still life in it, and I hope to see more games like this because other genres are just completely populated right now. It brought me back to the old, good old adventure games, so
Yeah.
I love this game.
And it's more centered on the characters and the emotions, as opposed to shoot 'em up. It's not like Left 4 Dead.
And there actually is an emotional attachment to the characters in this game.
Unlike our friendship that's
Yep.
fake for the show.
Unlike most
Cat.
Unlike most of the games coming out nowadays, it's really hard to get emotional attachment to the characters, I feel.
Yeah.
And in this game, at first, to be honest, I started playing it first 10 minutes and I was like, okay, this is what it's gonna be.
When Clementine comes in, I
Yeah.
feel like you really want to help this
And it's
little
kind of,
girl.
yeah, it gets to this house and there's a little girl and you start interacting with her and I thought, oh, a little girl.
Cheap trick.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Cheap
to,
trick to make
gonna
you
have-
feel sorry
yeah.
for the little girl.
Exactly, I'm gonna have to deal with her the whole game.
Yeah.
It's slowly but surely you start to care about her.
Yeah.
Makes you care about that character, and it makes you want to do good choices to save her, and you really start to feel like, I have to protect this girl, and I haven't felt like that in a game for a long time.
And I think part of what helps that is really good voiceover. I thought the voiceover in this game was great.
No, I'm cleaning him up. There's no bite. He's fine.
Don't you fucking people get it? We've already seen this happen. We let someone with a bite stay in, and we all end up bitten. Shut up. We gotta throw him out, or smash his head in.
Kenny, stop him!
Lee, what do we do about this guy?
I think the odd time, I think once or twice there was a little bit of an odd reaction from one of the people.
I had some audio glitches, but you're right. The actual
Yeah,
voice acting.
like police officer in the beginning, he's in the car and he looks back at you and he says, "What do you think?" And we picked something and he went, "Ah."
yeah.
Like it was just.
It's probably the yeah.
Exactly, Toby.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably like the Illuminati backwards. This is only one episode of a 5-episode game series, which is kind of cool. I haven't really done that before. It's a one-time fee of $24.99 Canadian. You can get this on Steam for your PC, your Mac. You can get it for Xbox Live. You can get it for PSN.
Not out on then.
This might be false. iOS.
Yep, I heard you.
Pretty much you can play on the Dreamcast, the Sega Saturn, everything.
And the Nintendo CDI.
Okay.
It's 3 hours per episode,
Yeah.
roughly. And
It
it's
felt
so cool.
like a long time.
It's so neat though, because whatever decisions I make in this, whoever is becoming my friend, whoever I make enemy, whoever I let die, it's going to be totally different than what your guys' character is going to be. It's going to be,
Yeah.
by the 5th one, it's going to be totally different people.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like making Arctic pipelines by the 5th one. And the characters remembers things. So if you're kind of mean,
Yeah.
you don't answer quickly, if you don't say what your name is, my name is Lee, they remember. They know that you might be crooked or good, or if you help them, it tells you that they'll remember.
I haven't had that moment in a game for quite some time where you have a split decision to make the right decision, and after I made the decision, I felt bad.
Well, and then you wonder what would happen if you did it the other way. So then you want to play the game again. So this has replay
So
value
really,
as well.
it's the best game they've released.
And it's mature, the swearing in it, so it's not for kids.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, like that. It's not for children. It's very cinematic, too.
You know what I have to say about the graphics? A lot of people are like, no, we want it realistic.
It's a comic book.
It couldn't be better than this.
The only thing is the shadows.
Yeah, if you
That's
like the
the only
comic
thing.
books, it's great. If
It's
you're not a
amazing.
fan of the comic books or the stories, you might not like it, but if you like the comic books, you will love this game.
I think this is an amazing adventure game. I can't wait to play episode 2. Right when you get to know all the characters and you get to know the gameplay, about 3 hours, you really get into it, and then it ends. You're like, oh, and you want more, and that's awesome that a game could do that. What do you give it out of 10, J Huff?
I give this game 9 out of 10. It's
Spectacular.
Yeah, the only reason I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is it has moments where you basically have to find the one clue to finish, and that does, for me, gets a little frustrating.
Too linear? Too linear?
It's a little, yeah. You kind of still get a little lost. So it's not like a perfect game, but it's near perfect. Without this top-notch voice acting, I don't think we would get that attached to the characters. The animations really get you involved. You can see when they're sad, when they're angry.
I give this game a 9 as well. I really liked it. There were a few awkward moments, a few weird things, like a woman who doesn't know how to use batteries.
I think the point they were trying to make is that everyone's so in their own world that
They're
she's
under
not even.
shock.
Yeah. Why isn't it working? You know, like
Like,
everyone's.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like when you're getting murdered and it says push on the door, but you're pulling to get out. Like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those hookers
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
that you got in your room.
Well, they didn't get out.
There were a few odd sort of voiceover moments, but overall awesome. The story is so interesting, it makes you want to keep playing, it makes you want to have the next episode, and I think the replay value was really great. To try to make different decisions, to head in a different direction, have different allies, different foes, is a really neat concept.
We're hoping that the Back to the Future series that these dudes put out was good. This beats it.
I like this game more than the Walking Dead TV show.
I agree.
And what do you give it, Michael?
I give it an 8.5 out of 10. My major gripe. I love this game. I love adventure games. I've been waiting for a game like this for a long time, but I love the challenge in adventure games. I love the hard puzzles, the things where you're thinking, you're writing down notes and stuff, and this didn't have any of that. It was too straightforward for me. Still loved it, but I really do want more of a challenge from the future episodes. What do you give me out of 10? How about my hair? How's it looking?
It's looking good. It's good. It's like a 9 out of 10.
I look like shit because I've been working on a top secret project on Minecraft.
I've been working on the same top secret project, and I look spectacular. The one thing, well, you want to go on the final scores now?
Yeah.
So what do you guys give it out of 10?
Jay.
Ask me again, sir.